Good morning, everyone. It's Roger Emerson. It's Monday, your Monday music moment. And this ought to get your attention. If you haven't used this before with changing voices, and again, this is part two of changing voices, some ideas to sort of help you. It's sort of a 2.5-inch drain pipe that if you put to your ear, you can hear yourself really well. There's also something called a Tuba Loo that you can get on Amazon that I think is actually cheaper. They're about $6 a piece. Get 5 or 6 of them for your middle school group. Sort of spread them out so no one feels singled out, and it may really help some of your uncertain singers find their voice, or better yet, find their ear, as Christy Miller would say. Anyway, you want to check that out. One of the things about changing voices, you can often tell by a young male's speaking voice right off the bat whether their voices have changed or not, or are changing. It's pretty obvious. The other thing is make sure they're connecting with the air. Oftentimes they're just not putting enough air over the vocal cords. And I really like to have them do, lip buzzes, siren lip buzzes like this. Have them take a deep breath. Those kinds of things. Because if your lip buzzes really ensure the fact that you are connecting with the air. That's always a good thing. So I said last week that I would share a little bit about my pop warm-up CD that goes with the book. In later versions of these, we put them together, but they are separate. This is the most important because it has a male vocal model on it. Particularly if you're a female teacher, it's great for the guys to really hear someone that sounds like them. And this whole project came around because at my local middle school, after my wife Mary and I left, we hired a great guy, but he was primarily a band person, because band and choir did both. And so he'd often ask me to come in and work with his guys, and he'd have that group of 50, 60 7th and 8th graders twice a week, 40 minutes, about 12 young men of all over the place. And I'd start them on G below middle C and do like shake, rattle and roll, 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 and so on. And usually I found that G was sort of worked for the still boy altos, so to speak. It worked right in the middle for the mid voice and was still comfortable for those truly changed baritones. And I'd work them up an octave, and then I'd go from shake, rattle, and roll, shake, rattle, and roll, shake, rattle, and roll, and go down by half steps. And that's what we do on the CD, is we start at a midpoint and work up an octave, and then at midpoint work down. And then we did things like jump jive, then you gotta jump jive. And I think one of their favorites is na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Yeah, because they're used to chanting that kind of thing. And again, it's more experiential than anything. You just got to keep them singing. The other thing that I created just a couple years ago is Rounds Plus. Rounds are often a full octave, and sometimes guys don't have a full octave. So I might take something like this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Right? It's going to get out of their range, or it's going to be too low. And so I'd create an ostinato for the guys. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So they can get this chant going, and then you go ahead and have your soprano altos do the traditional round. And I think there are, 10 rounds in there. Don Nobis Pacem, Down by the Bay, Ghost of John, Haida, Hey Ho, Nobody's Home, Jubilate Deo, London's Burning, Music, Alone Shall Live, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, and Shalom Habarim. And that's Rounds Plus. Of course, there's no audio with that because we want them to do it a cappella. Anyway, I hope that helps. The nice thing about the Rounds Plus thing is that try it in different keys. find that sweet spot. Find that place where your tenor basses, or baritenors as I call them, are matching pitch the best, and then use that as your template for choosing either your three-part mixed or even your SSA or your SAB literature. So anyway, I hope that helps. We're hearing some good and encouraging news. I know that tomorrow ACDA and Chorus America and several other organizations are doing a webinar on some strategies and what to expect when we go back in the fall. And if you're looking for music, and I hope you are, if you just Google Roger Emerson SoundCloud, then go to playlist, you'll see the new 2020, everything that I've done this year, 27 pieces there. And you can also then look at the 1819, and it's by year. I think I've done this for probably the past 5 years. I know that Hal Leonard's going to be doing sort of a virtual joyous singing. You'll be hearing news about that coming up, and all of us, Mac and Mark and myself and Audrey and Christy and Rattle, we're all going to be doing some pre-records, and then we'll be seeing and hearing new music. So hope you'll look forward to that. Again, it's blue, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So this is the 5th week, and I'm going to do at least a couple more. So anyway, have a great week. Be safe. Be optimistic. Eat well, sleep well, as my friend John says. And we'll see you next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.